John and I are going to be joining forces, okay? So what we're going to be doing is that instead of each of us making a ATM Star, both of us are working together to get one ATM Star. And then sadly, after that, we'll have to end the series. Because we do have another series lined up, and I really can't wait for that. It's going to be awesome. Now, in today's episode, I am going to work on getting the Master of Elements, and if I have enough time, I'm going to help John finish off the Master of the Sky. He already has the player transmitter, the supercharged coil, the solar recharging unit, and the universal grid, the wireless universal grid. So all he needs is the Tesla coil, the singularity, which I have a little nifty trick how to get that, and a EV solar panel. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Like I said, we're going to get the Philosopher's Fuel. So, first thing, antimatter pellet. You've seen in a couple episodes ago, I made antimatter pellets with the SPS machine. So we got that covered. We got that. Rejuvenated Flesh. Now this is actually kind of interesting because this requires humanoid flesh, which you can actually get humanoid flesh from dying, I think. You just die and you have humanoid flesh when you pick up your stuff. And Garmonbosia, I think is, I don't know what that is. Pain and sorrow, interesting. But here's going to be a little bit of a process here. So first thing we're going to need is a blood infuser. So we're going to try to get a blood infusion. It looks like we need this blood infusion core, which we need hardened blood shard and dark power gem. So how do we get these shards? Hardened blood. How do you get hardened blood? Okay, you need blood in a what is this? A drying basin? Okay, so a way to get blood, I believe, is we can take the mechanical squeezer and put undead logs in there. So let's do that real quick. I wonder if I actually have any undead. I don't, but I could probably get some. There is a guy that I've had over here in my kitchen for like the longest time. You can I haven't entered this kitchen in so long, but I come over here. We can go to saplings, and I think there might be undead sapling. Here it is. So all we need are some emeralds, and trade our boys some emeralds for the undead sapling. Grab a stack of those. And then another thing we can do is we could just put these guys into a botany pot and it'll start collecting the resources from that. But to speed up the process, I'm going to go ahead and grow some of these trees and then chop them down. So I'm sitting here chopping these trees down and it drops blood off of it. Like, that is bonkers. That is so cool. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. That's so cool. Okay, so I put a little bit of undead log in here and I should be getting blood. Yes. Yes, so now we can go into my backpack and get all the undead logs that I gathered, which I thought I'd have a lot more, but I don't. That's okay. We'll go ahead and let this process and we'll get a bunch of blood and we should start getting some dried blood. Okay, so I got a drying basin and I think I'm going to go ahead and just put it right next to... Oh, wow. Yeah, that immediately filled up. So I guess we just wait for this to dry and we get the blood block. That totally doesn't sound gross at all. Oh my gosh, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna get a few more of these and then we're gonna put it in the smelter to get those blood shard things. Alright, I believe we have enough. So let's go ahead and head over here into my smelter. Smelt those down. Now if I go into my refined storage, blood shards, we got them. The hardened blood shards. What do we need that for again? I think the blood infusion core, which we also need the dark power gem. Throw a dark gem in the middle of a pool with at least 5 non-hardened blood blocks or infused a dark gem with blood. This makes the most sense to do this over by my creepy area. And I believe you can just get a dark gem from mining. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of them. Oh, it worked. No, 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 no. What it? Okay, yeah, you can have that. I don't care. I thought he was trying to take my... I thought he was trying to take it. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now we have the proper ingredients to make the blood infusion core. So then you use that to make the blood infuser with looks like any kind of stone, doesn't matter what it is. And we have our blood infuser. We're gonna go ahead and put this right over here and fill it with blood. Yeah, I mean that works, you know. Just you put the undead logs in here, you get blood, and then it gets put into here. Makes sense because you need the blood for the blood infuser. So I totally planned that. All right, so now that we have the blood infuser, we can get the promise of tenacity. Tenacity? Yes, I know how to read. In order to get that, we need a bowl of promises. Doesn't matter if it's tier 2 or tier 3. Eye of Ender and a diamond promise acceptor, which the only way to get that is you need a promise of tenacity 2 with a block of diamond, which that's not a problem. But we have to make another promise of tenacity. In order to get that promise of tenacity, we need a gold promise acceptor, which requires another promise of tenacity and gold, which is not a problem. But now we will need this iron promise acceptor. Oh, which just requires iron and the blood infuser. So let's get a block of iron, put that in there, and we can get that bad boy. The blood here needs to be filled up all the way up to the top. And then I chopped down a bunch more trees, so I still got a lot of trees left, or logs, I mean. So I should have more than enough blood to get to work on this thing. And there it is. It consumed like the whole thing of blood. Iron promise acceptor. So now we need to combine this with a bowl of promises and a spider eye. So we need a bowl of empty promises, which require more dark power gems, which now we can actually take these dark gems and put them into the blood infuser. So I believe we put those in there, it'll start converting those into dark power gems. So once we get that, we can make the bowl of empty promises, and then in turn going to the dusted bowl of promises, where we will need crushed dark gem. Which there's many ways to crush dark gem, like a crusher from Immersive Engineering. I have that actually right here. All right, so we got 6 of them now. We're gonna go ahead and make 2 of them. And then we also need crushed dark gem. Now let's see if this will work. If you want a tutorial on how to make some of the Immersive Engineering stuff, let me know in the comments. I'll gladly do that. All right, there we go. We crushed up a whole stack. Dusted bowl of promises. We can make 2 of those, and then we can move our way up to here, so we can put this into the blood infuser to get the bowl of promises. Okay, and you can do different tiers now. I'm actually kind of curious if they want, does it matter? It can be tier 0. Okay, so we make that, and we just need a spider eye. We'll be good to go. All right, there it is. Bowl of promises, tier 0. Now we can combine these bad boys in the crafting table. Boom, we got it. Promise of tenacity. Now we just need a gold one, so let's get this guy and a gold block. Put them in there, and a gold block. We need a gold block. Throw that in there. We need more blood. All right, this is gonna require a lot of blood, but I had to chop down a lot more trees to even get the amount of blood needed to make this bad boy anyways, so here we go. There it is. Gold promise acceptor. Alright, so we got that. Now we can move on to the next one, which we need the gold boy. Alright, so we got our tier 1 bowl of promises, a gold promise acceptor, and our ender pearl to get our promise of tenacity 2. So now we need to use that to get our diamond promise acceptor by putting a diamond block with our gold to get this. And we also need this tank to be full of blood. And we'll put a block of diamond here, and we gotta wait for this blood to be full. So that's gonna take a minute. I failed to mention this. With each tier of the promise of tenacity that you be putting in here, it increases the amount of blood that you need. So, you know, the last one needed 40,000 millibuckets. This one needs 160. 160. That's like quadruple the amount. Like, what in the world? Okay, so I set up an exporter with the undead logs going in, and I have a whole line of hopper botany pots going into this ender chest right here, as you can see, and they all have undead saplings in there. So we're gonna let that grind out a bit, and it's gonna take a while. So I figured while that's working, and instead of me just laying around not doing anything, we can see what else that we need for this Philosopher's Fuel. So we need a quad uranium fuel rod, meaning we're probably going to have to get into a little bit of FTB industrial contraptions. Why do we need to get the uranium fuel rod to begin with? So we need a fluid cell, we need a canning machine, uranium dust. Uranium dust we can get. We should have a bunch of uranium dust, or uranium I mean. So yeah, we can probably turn this into dust simply by taking that and a hammer. So that got us 45 uranium dust. From that hammer, we can make more. You know what? Let's make more just to play it safe. And here's the canning machine. We need 10 ingots, which I actually believe I have. We need a machine block, which includes a fuse and industrial grade metal, which is just iron ingot in a furnace. Easy enough. Throw those in there. And then we go back to our canning. And the machine, we need the fuse as well. Wow. So glass and industrial grade metal. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to put the fuse into our auto crafting feature here. Oh, we need more rubber from industrial foregoing, which I actually think that we have. So this guy, I believe, should be hard at work. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tiny rubber, get all this tiny rubber, and then we make these guys like so. So we make more of these. So now we can make one of these, not a problem, easy peasy. All right, we're gonna go ahead, auto craft fuse. Wow, that was fast. Now we can make our machine block, and now we should be able to make our canning machine. There we go, pretty simple, straight to the point. And if you're like kind of late game like I am, it shouldn't take you too long to make this. So this is something that's probably going to need power as well. So we're going to go ahead and place that guy there. And then we want to feed it power. Simple enough. Fluid cell is 10 ingots and it gives you 4. And we need water with this. So we could probably just do all that. Go into the canning machine, put in the water, put in the uranium dust. What does this need to get power? Alrighty guys, so I figured it out. I added a geothermal generator here because I gotta power it using these LV cables from FTB Industrial Contraptions. And I'm constantly feeding lava into this bad boy here, generating the power going from there into our canning machine. And we got our uranium fuel rod. Now we're gonna need a bunch of these, so I'm gonna make a lot more of these and get some of that going so we can get the quad ones. And while I'm waiting for these to finish up in here, I am adding a compressor to the mix as well because you're gonna need these dense copper plates. You just put some copper plates into the compressor from FTB Industrial Contraptions and you'll get your dense copper plate. All right, so they finished and I got the dense copper plates as well. So we're gonna go ahead and I believe we're gonna need to make 2 of these guys, and then you combine these 2 guys and boom, we got our quad uranium fuel rod. Another easy one that we could actually do is an Insanium Coal Block. All it is Insanium with coal. Super simple. And here it is. Put that in. That's 2 more ingredients that we don't have to worry about. Another thing that we can get is Oganesson. I'm not too sure if that's how you pronounce it or not, but all you need is this dissolver and dragon's breath, and you can get Oganesson. And this is how you make the dissolver. Does it need power? It does need power. Slap an ender gate on there. Let's put in some dragon's breath. I hope you know how to get dragon's breath. I said this in the last episode. If you don't know how to get dragon's breath, you probably shouldn't be playing modded. And there it is, Oganesson. So we got that. So that's another ingredient we don't have to worry about. Trucking right along in this. Actually, Miniature Twilight Forest might not be too bad. Block of fiery metal. Oh, come on. Not only do we have to get... Oh, wait. The fiery ingot isn't that difficult, actually. We can get this because in the last episode, we went to the Twilight Forest and we got some fiery tears and fiery blood, I believe. We got both. But you combine that with iron, you get fiery ingot. And then you also need a block of Carmonite. A block of night metal. Did I ever get any night metal? I got night metal stuff, but I didn't actually get night metal. So I'm probably gonna have to go out and find some. I have Carmonite. I forgot that I had all this stuff in my backpack. I haven't even emptied it out yet. Do I have night metal in here too? Sadly, I don't think so. But I also have some fire tears. And I believe I put some of the fiery tears and stuff in there in my inventory. No, I had more than that. Oh, see, they spelled it weird. There it is. We take that and some iron and we get fiery ingots. Same thing with the fiery tears. Get fiery ingots. Now we got 19 of those, so that's good. Got a block of Carmonite. And I believe we got this from defeating the Urgast. So that's easy peasy. Now we are going to need a block of this stuff. Now we need a block of night metal. That's kind of going to be an issue. And steel leaf. I only got 4 steel leaves. Unless I have steel leaves in my backpack here. Which it doesn't look like. So we're going to have to go back to the Twilight Forest. Find some steel leaves and night metal. Okay, what in the world have I just stumbled onto? That's me. Oh no, that's me. What is this? Oh, there's more of me. Are they after me? Oh, I'm really tiny right now, so it's like a huge comparison. There we go, a bit bigger. It's more of me. It's a bunch of me's. What is this? All right, you know what, guys? I can be bigger than all y'all. Oh, I'm bigger than all y'all. Man, these guys are wrecking me. I am wrecking me. Me is wrecking me. All right, it took me a little bit of time, but I found some steel leaf to make a block of steel leaf, and I found some night metal. So there was the mobs inside of the structure where you kill the night phantoms. I think that's what they're called. And sometimes when you kill some of the mobs in there, you get these little like armor scraps or armor pieces, and you can actually combine them and turn them into clumps and then smelt them into night metal. So I was able to get a whole block of that as well. And I got the steel leaf from the dark tower, the tower in the dark forest as well. All right, so we pretty much have everything we need. I don't think the orientation matters as much, so I'm gonna put 40 of the fire in there, 40 of the water in there. Then we got our air and our earth. And then we have our block of fiery metal, our steel leaf block, our carbonite block, and our night metal block. And then, last but not least, we put our snow queen trophy into the center, and we should get our miniature twilight portal. Oh, look at it. Wow, it's really miniature. Miniature. Now that we got that accomplished, we can check out our blood, and it looks like we are almost there. It's almost at the 160,000 millibucket point. And then we can get our, whatever it's called, diamond pearl thing. Boom! Diamond promise acceptor. I'm calling it a diamond pearl. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to keep the gold, the promise of tenacity 2 in there, and put the dusted bowl in there. And then we're going to wait until the blood is full enough. And then we can craft our promise of tenacity 3. Now, also for this recipe, we're going to need the materialized vengeance essence. And it looks like it is crushed dark gem around vengeance essence. Oh my gosh, I can't say that very well apparently. So funny enough, I don't know where it comes from or how these guys have been getting it, but as these guys were picking up piglet hearts, they were also picking up this vengeance essence, so we got them. So luckily we crushed up a stack of the dark gems, so we got plenty of those, and then we can just take one of our vengeance essences, still having a hard time saying that, and then we'll be able to craft our rejuvenated flesh as long as we have our humanoid flesh. Yeah, we do. Here it is. Humanoid flesh. Alright, now that we have a bowl of promises tier 2, we can combine it with the Eye of Ender and the Diamond Promise Acceptor to get our promised tenacity 3. So now all that remains is that we take our promise of tenacity 3, we put this guy in here, the materialized vision, I still can't say it properly for some reason. And this has to be at 50,000 millibuckets of blood, so we're gonna have to circle back to this once this gets up to there. Might be a hot minute, so let's move on to the next thing. So I think we should try to get this Awakened Supremium Furnace. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but it is going to be simple. So we are going to need some Awakened Supremium. Let's see, to get a block of this stuff, it seems like we need a Supremium block, cognizant dust. These are all new words to me, guys. I don't say these words on a regular basis, so I'm sorry if I cannot read. English in school was not my strong suit. But to get this dust, we're gonna need an essence weapon enchanted with mystical enlightenment and kill the wither with it. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna end up doing is go with a Supremium sword, enchant that with mystical enlightenment, and kill the wither with it. Now I do have this enchantment library and I do have mystical enlightenment in it, but I think I'm gonna put some other things on here that'll make it a little bit more deadly. All right, this is what it looks like. Here's the list. Nothing crazy, just wanted to deck it out. You know how it is. Let's go kill ourselves a wither. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna put this guy out in the open. Well, sort of out in the open. I mean, he can easily destroy these trees, no problem. Here we go anyways. Wow! I destroyed him in 2 hits. Dude didn't even stand a chance. This is Supremium swords are pretty good. Now, out of curiosity, did I get the thing? I got 11 of the thing. Oh wow! All right, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now we might need to get more of this. This actually might be easier than I thought. Okay, so I accidentally forgot to hit unpause, and so just, you know, make the gemstones just like you would make any other essence gemstones, just with the Awakened Supremium. I just took the block and took the Supremium block and put it in this format here. So that's how you get, you can just make one. Making one is fine. Turn the block into the essences and then make your gemstones and your Awakened Supremium ingots that way. So there's that, and then put in your earth, fire, water, and air essence in there, and then put in your Supremium furnace. I can't believe I forgot to hit the record, but yeah, you got to start all the way from the Insanium Furnace, going all the way up to the Supremium Furnace. So sorry guys, but we're doing great. We only got 2 more items left to do, and we should be done and have the Philosopher's Fuel. Alright, so now we're going to try to go for the nuclear reactor. So what are we going to need? We're going to need an iridium circuit, which takes graphene, pressed coal ball, and obsidian, and compressed coal ball goes into the compressing factory. Coal ball. Interesting. A coal ball is just coal surrounded by flint. All right. We can take care of that. All right, so I got 32 coal balls and we're going to compress them. There we go. And then we're going to need 4 advanced alloys, which are a mixed metal blend of lead iron, constantinium, which is nickel and copper, and aluminum or tin. It's a combination of that mixed metal blend all together and you'll have your advanced alloy. Interesting. And then we need iridium alloy, which is advanced alloy, and iridium ingot, which iridium is made from... Oh, iridium is an ore. Do I have iridium? I do have iridium. I have raw iridium. Can I turn it into dust and smelt it? I can. Hammering always multiplies. Don't skimp on the hammering. You hear? So I can actually make this iridium alloy. Did it want 4? I believe it wanted 4. So go in here, craft this up. We need the iridium alloy. Oh, it just wanted 1. I'm a dummy. That's fine. So we got to make 2 of these like so, and then go back through here. I could just bookmark these. I don't know why I'm doing it like this, but so then we make 2 of these. And then all we need is this graphene. So we take the compressed coal ball that we just made. I think we need 2 of them. So it's perfect that we have 16. And then we go around like that and then grab obsidian. I like to think that I am starting to get the hang of modding Minecraft. I've learned so much with all the mods 8. I'm actually kind of glad that I started doing this with all the mods 8. It's kind of crazy. It's been a crazy adventure. A lot of thinking. So now I got these guys. So that would go up here. And then we need to make a basic generator. So we need an iron furnace and an LV battery. Just like that. And then now that we have this and we have this, we can start making what? 7 of these? 7 of these. We need the reactor plating, which is just lead plating with advanced alloy. Grab a couple stacks of those. So we need 28 of these. That's more than enough. We're gonna need 7 advanced machine. Oh yeah, we're gonna need 7 of these. There we go. Now we got 7 of those. So we need to make 7 of these, meaning that we need to make 28 of these and 14 of these. The carbon plating is made from coal dust that we would have to put into the mercerating, or we can put coal ore in the crusher that we have. And we have plenty of coal ore, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw a stack of this stuff into our crusher that we have back here. Let's just make a normal coal. Okay, what if I just put normal coal in there instead of coal ore? There we go. It just needed normal coal. So we put these in the crafting table like so to get these carbon fibers. And then we put these into the crafting to make the carbon fiber mesh. And then we put the carbon fiber mesh into the compressor, I believe. And it should start compressing it into exactly what we need. But we're going to need a lot more than this. So I'm going to go ahead and continue this process and I'll be right back. Alright, so we have 14 carbon plates. Now we're going to need these copper coils. Now, I believe I actually have them auto-crafted. Yeah, so we're going to need about 28 of these. So I should, in hopes, be able to make... Oh, so close. I just need 1 more. What am I missing? The advanced alloy. It's okay. I have this on autocraft too. Make 10 of these bad boys. Not that we need 10, but I got 10. We might need 10. Hold on. No, we're good. Oh, what? This makes 3. This makes 3. So really, we only need to make 3 of those. We just need 1 more. Ah, we just need 1 more. So close. All right, here we go. Now, finally, we should be able to make our nuclear reactor. Boom, we got it. Another item off the list. Let's go. Our blood is currently at 17,000. And like I said before, it needs to be 50. So still has quite a ways to go. So it gives us more than enough time to work on our next item, which is the Fireite Ingot.